The Dolphins bust through. Walt Aikens blocks it, scoops it, scores it. Touchdown, Miami.
Aikens takes advantage of it, scoop and score. As you said,
Welcome back to another edition of Stories in Motion. I'm Gabe Henderson, joined by Walt Aikens, NFL cornerback, my boy. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Glad to be a part of the show, man.
We back where it started, Harding High School.
Definitely.
Where it started. One of the only people, one of the select few to get selected in the NFL. You got drafted 4th round, but walk me through, how it all started from here at Harding High School.
Shoot, this is the field, man. This where it all went down. The grind, the blood, the sweat, the tears, everything. I done cried on this field. I feel like I grew on this field and really matured into who I am today. So I owe a lot to this organization itself, this field, the people around this community, because this is home, man. This is where I grew up at. This is me right here.
Right. One thing that I always respected about you, when you signed your first NFL contract, the first thing you did was pay your parents' debt off. How big was that for you just to be able to do that for your family?
That's big, man. For them to support me growing up and take me to all my events, you really don't see how stressful or how much that can be until you become an adult. And you see, like, God, they took the time out of their busy days, their busy schedules to come and do this stuff with a 6-year-old kid, 8-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like it's only right that I give back to them. They put so much effort and so much into me. They invested in me, so that's the least I could do, is pay them back a small percentage of what they did for me over the years.
And you've been through a lot. I mean, a lot of people in your shoes probably won't be where you are today. I mean, I'll let you expound a little bit more about it. Of course, coming out of high school, went to the University of Illinois. Some unfortunate circumstances brought you to Liberty, and you made the best out of your situation, and you got drafted to the NFL. So just like, how were you able to overcome some of those obstacles to get you where you are today?
The support of my family and friends, man. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you a story. So I got in trouble my freshman year. So my pops is the one who came and drove up to Illinois to come get me. And it's a 13-hour ride, so I know he got a lot to think about on the way. So I'm just sitting there like, man, what is he thinking about? Like, I just know I'm in trouble. It's a wrap. And he came up there and he took me in my room. He said, what's done is done. We got to learn from it and move on. And those words right there stuck with me more than anything, because I just expected him to explode. And he just took it with a grain of salt and ran with it. Like, you can't cry over spilled milk. Everything that's done in the past does not describe your future. It's just a notch on the belt. You just got to keep going, keep climbing. And when he told me that, to be honest, I was down in the dumps. I'm thinking my career is over. I done got arrested, my first time ever in trouble. Thinking my season, my career, I'm done playing football forever, something I love to do. So I really was hurt. And luckily everything fell into place. God works in mysterious ways. And the fact that I was able to get to Liberty and go in and play right away and make an impact, yeah, man, it just shows a lot. So it was a crazy story, a crazy journey. But at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm cool with that. Now
that we're here, now that you've been in the NFL for 4 years now, what's been the process of, what's the big difference between the NFL and college and high school as far as style of play and then just the business aspect?
See, when I explain it to little kids, I tell them like this. Say a college practice is like a high school game. And a pro practice is like a college game. So the speed-wise is so much faster. Like the tempo, the practice tempo, you have to come in right away and be prepared to go 100 miles an hour every day, just in practice. So the actual game, nothing beats the game. The NFL is the top of the top for a reason. You know what I'm saying? When you're in that game, you're in game mode, you see DNs running just as fast as you. And I'm running a 4.443, and a DN running down the field with me. I remember my first rookie minicamp. Not rookie minicamp, first practice. Cam Wake is running down the field with me. I'm playing safety. And I'm running for a 7, a post or something like that. And I'm running down the field, and I see this big dude flash by me, and I kind of slowed down. I'm like, yo, why is 91 running so fast? 265 of pure muscle, but that's crazy, because everybody in the league is like that. So.
What was the biggest learning curve, just from college to the NFL?
Everything is about timing. In college, you got a little bit more time. If the quarterback doesn't make that read, then you can jump a route. Here, everybody's on point with everything. You have to really you have to really understand the mental aspect of it. It's more mental than anything. Everybody's an athlete. Everybody's big, fast, and strong. The thing that separates you from other people in the league nowadays is your ability to learn the playbook, to comprehend everything, and then go out and take what you just watched in the film room and actually execute. And a lot of people don't get that because in college you really free roam.
Just playing.
Yeah, that's it. So now it's more mental. It's a grown man game.
You've been in the NFL for 4 years now. Everybody sees, when they think of somebody in the NFL, they think of, money, fast cars, but at the same time, you got a lot of downtime.
Yeah,
You've done some great stuff with your downtime. Just talk about some of the business ventures that you're starting to take now that, you're starting to grow into this league and learn the ins and outs of the game.
Well, I do a lot with the community. I give back to the community. I'm with the Boys and Girls Club down in Florida.
Yeah.
Here, I'm trying to do a little camp this year. Have some of the inner city schools like Hardin, West Charlotte, West Mac, some people who are less fortunate. And do like a free camp, come out there and give them some exposure because a lot of kids don't have the opportunity to do that. So I'm trying to give back in every way I can.
We used to hang out a lot in college, and you were always hype. I don't think you ever slept. So just explain to people why are you always such in a great mood?
I don't know, man. I do it for me. Even during the game, I come up and talk trash. It really don't even have to be trash a lot of times. Just talking, making sure they know I'm there, and that pumps me up. When I really start talking trash, that's my game. That's when I'm focused. I'm really in. A lot of people think you talking trash, you're not focused on what you need to be doing. But the way I was raised, shoot, I'm into it. I'm talking. I'm in there. I'm in the mix.
Yeah.
So I really get fired up when I start talking and jumping around and yelling, and that's everyday life for me. So
I know that.
You can see me walking down the street, you yell, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, I'll never bring you to the library. But you talk about talking trash.
Let's do it. To the library.
Bro, talk about that moment with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That picture you post.
Oh, yeah.
Me, I'm gonna talk trash to you, so I'm like, Tom Brady trucked you on the sideline.
Oh, for real?
And you got up, but just talk us through that moment because people see that and it's just like, yo, that's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And my boy Walt, in his face, I don't care who you are.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me as the GOAT.
Nah.
And my boy Tom Brady. Nah, but man, what happened was Tom had a nice little run. I think it was like 16 yards, probably the longest since 6 years prior, something like that.
Yeah.
And I read in the interview he wanted to run somebody over and tried it with me. And I didn't know how to feel about that. He really tried to run me over, but we got a good hit. We got up yelling, talking trash, and that got us fired. That got me fired up. I know he was fired up about it. But I can't tell you what was said, because it was some stuff said. But I'm just gonna let y'all guess.
In a league where it's all about what have you done for me lately,
that's it.
You always seem to have your best moments at the end of the season. Now that you're a free agent, now that you've got a good resume together, what's next for you?
All right. Well, first,
what do you want to do next?
Let me explain this. Since you said the league and all that, you know what the NFL stands for, right?
No fun league.
No, not for long.
Okay.
Yeah. So the "what have you done for me lately" thing is always in effect. So it's not just the end of the year. I just happen to have some decent games, so it's the end of the year. But I try to stay consistent or gradually grow throughout the year. And if I start doing good stuff at the end, that just means I've been working hard and my body's not worn down yet. Yeah. I mean, I train for that in the off season, so it's cool to see people slowing down towards the end of the year and you still running fast. So I pride myself on hard work and trying to stay ahead of the curve. But the NFL, man, that not for long thing is real. The average lifespan of an NFL player is 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Yeah. And for me to make it 4 right now, there's no telling what the future holds. I feel like I'm coming out of college all over again.
Crazy.
I graduated, I was a senior. I had senior night.
You're basically a veteran in the league now.
Definitely.
And I remember this past year you played in Charlotte. You played against the Panthers this past year. So how big was that coming home, playing in your home city, and being able to, I'm pretty sure that was a dream of you as a kid, just to being able to be on that field and playing against your hometown team.
I mean, it was great, man. But I wish we would have won. The outcome would have been a little different if it wasn't so cold. Nah, let me stop. But nah, it was great. It was great playing at home, man. I had a great support crowd come out. Had a lot of friends and family. Even if they didn't come to the game, they came and stopped by the hotel, said what's up. So it was cool to see all the people here and playing in front of a home crowd. First regular season game We played the preseason there 3 years ago, my second year. And there's no better feeling than being an actual game here at home in front of my people.
A kid trying to follow your shoes, what do you tell them? Or somebody that's wanting to, be like Walt Aikens, what do you tell them?
What would you tell them if a kid was trying to follow in your shoes?
I'll tell them, be who you are. Work hard, grind hard, do what you got to do, don't care what people think. That's what I would tell them.
You wrote that down?
Nah, you put me on the spot.
Good one. That's a good one. I really did try to put you on the spot.
Hey, I'm quick on my feet.
I like it.
You've been through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, for you to get to where you are today, it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and it's a plot to your story. So what's your personal storyline?
Some storyline is never give up. When I was at Illinois, when everything went south, I thought it was over. I thought everything was over. But life is like a mountain. Sometimes you climb up a few steps and then you fall. That might be a loss. That might be some trouble. That might be anything that's deterring you from reaching your ultimate goal. When it's bringing you back down, that's my storyline. Like, am I gonna get back up or am I gonna stay back down? Am I gonna stay on this low notch or am I gonna say forget it? What's done is done. I gotta learn from it and move on. So next time I know not to take that step. I'm still gonna keep climbing that mountain. So just keep putting notches on, keep adding on. Call me, be a dog, wherever you at.
Appreciate you, bro. That's Walt Aikens.